I'm live. I did my best to be on time this time, so I put my alarm 2 minutes to 11, and I'm here. I'm ready for it. So yeah, this week I was busy with another project, a different project from what I had planned, because I planned to do something else, and then this week it turned out that the school of my son has like a special day on Friday where they're not allowed to bring backpacks, but they need to bring something alternative. And well, let me just show you. Like my boy is big on planes, and so I'm busy making a plane, and something to ride on. He is 5 years old, and I'm not quite finished yet. Like I have like the small wings here, and the big wings. I'll put them probably somewhere here. It's not exactly like a real plane, because the wheels are a bit further than how it is in a real plane, but it's just something I thought it would be fun, so I thought like let me just make it. Now it was quite different from what I had planned. Now let me also walk you through a little bit like how I did this video, because yeah, this season of Jelmer Builds Things, it's really about the two big things that I spoke about in the start of season 2, which is going against mediocrity and also cinematography. So every video of Jelmer Builds Things, I really try to lean in heavy on cinematography. So let me just walk you through this part. So imagine that this plane is not there. So I'll just put it on the ground for now. And how I started was as follows. I had my camera facing the table, and on the table I had my phone. So let's imagine that this measuring tape is my phone. And on the phone I had the message from the school explaining the activity and whatnot. And so that's what I started with. And my idea is to start with some music that really sets the mood. And that's what I did like in the other videos as well, to play a little bit with like the theme and like the sounds surrounding it. So like, the nature sounds here in the Caribbean. Now, for the next shot, I had the phone removed, and I just pushed in like a lot of different toy planes of my son. There's like a ton of them. So that was like to give the subtle suggestion, like I guess it has to be about planes. You hear me coughing today because I'm using old leftover pieces of plywood, and they're quite rough. Like they were used in the construction of our house, and well, let me just show you. Like to the back of it, like it's all cementy and thing. And the thing is that the way they work here in masonry is that they make a shape out of plywood, and then they just fill it with concrete, so it stays on for a couple of weeks, and then the plywood can be discarded. And I have like a big pile of them, so I like to use it for different projects. But the thing is, like if you look at the project of today that I worked on, like I needed to do a lot of sanding. So right now my mouth literally tastes like dust, like sawdust, and that's quite an interesting taste. And this plywood that I have here, they make it in Brazil, and I don't know how to make it, but it smells like cigars. Like my grandfather used to smoke cigars, and that's what it smells like. So that's like really, really interesting. So yeah, a little different. Like in life you gotta be flexible sometimes. So the message came in on Tuesday. So yesterday I sat down with like a script and an idea for the video, and today I'm executing, and it's not quite finished yet, because it needs to function as a backpack. So in the front of the plane I'll make like a compartment where he can put his drinks, his water, his juice, and some food, some spare clothes and whatnot. But it was just a tryout. So yeah, welcome to the live stream. Um, how is it going? Like, let me know in the comments in the chat. Like, where are you tuning in from? Like, from which part of the world? Like, I'm really interested in that part. Like the second time I did the live stream, I had people from India, from Greece, from England, from the US. So like all over basically. So let me know in the comments in the chat where you're tuning in from. Yeah, other than that, like I can chat a bit about the life in the Caribbean. So it's a wonderful day. Like most days here are quite wonderful. And, let me show you the mountain far off. Like we got a couple of mountains here. Got a small mountain over there, and to the back of the house is another mountain. I need to point it really upwards. Let's turn it back. Yeah, man. So I'm back at it today, and I really made it a point to be on time for the live stream today because last week I felt so bad. Like I was like 30 minutes late, and it was like, man, a lot of people are waiting, and then no one shows up. So that was me last week, but this week I'm here and I'm ready for it. Now, yeah, let me also show you a bit of my setup, like my camera and stuff. Like this is what I use to make the content. So I have like a GoPro hooked up to a field monitor, and I have an H1N Zoom microphone. I tried a couple of microphones. That, in my experience, that is the best one. Like the sound is like clear and way better than the GoPro. I mean that's for sure. Yeah. So what do you all think of my idea of this season? Like to go against mediocrity. Does it vibe with you? And how do you feel about that? And also, how did you go against mediocrity in the last week? I'm interested to hear. And also, like, where are you tuning in from? I'm very interested in that. To connect a little bit, to chat a bit about this and that. Yeah, that's what we're here for. And also, this is like, this is raw. Like, I can't fake it. Like, if you've like another video, like a regular video, you can edit out all the bad stuff. But in a live stream like this, it's live. It's real. It's there. So yeah. So this is my project that I worked on today, and to the back here is the other one. This will come out I think in 2 weeks from now, September 14. Like I moved to the Sundays for the release, so every week I do my best to release something, and this has been such a game changer as well. Like I really used it last week. It's so simple. Like it's literally like 3 chargers next to each other on a small shelf. Underneath there's space to store batteries, and I have like a cable next to it that I can plug in and give the setup some juice. Well, let's just do it like this. Like I have to finish this project still. I'm just gonna put down the phone and I'll let it run, and I'll check in a couple of times to see if there are any chats coming up, any comments, and then I can interact. But I think that's maybe a nice way to continue the live stream, because I'm a bit behind on where I hope to be. So let's do that. So I'll find a place to put the phone. I'll just put it next to my GoPro so you can see the work table. Think like this. It should be able to be visible, right? Yeah, I think you can see something here. My GoPro is right here, so the phone is next to the GoPro. Oh, wait a minute, I need to turn it. So, right. So the GoPro is right here, so I'll turn it so it's facing the work bench. This is gonna work. Okay. All right, and you know, you may be watching the live stream, but I'm also talking for the video because at the same time my GoPro is running as well, so I'm gonna speak both to the live stream and both to the video, if that makes sense. Alright, so I'm gonna keep it extremely simple. I'm just gonna make a basic box, I think in this area here. It will be big enough to hold, you know, the lunchbox and juice and water. So that's the next order of business. Let's measure first. So this, I'll make it like 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Let's see how high. Maybe about 15 high. Makes sense. I'm trying to find a way to position my phone, but it's quite hard. Wait, I'll just put it on the toolbox. A better view here. Yeah, that makes more sense. So I'll just position it here. Okay. Okay. So I want a box of 20 by 20, and this piece of plywood is 30 centimeters. So I'll have some leftover pieces, but that's the way it is. But considering the height, I will just mark it at 12 centimeters each. So I'll have a couple of strips. 12, 24, 36 and 48. Now next up I will also be using my carpenter square to make a straight line. And I will connect them like so from the other side. Oh, wait a minute, I have my thing here still. I just realized something. I have this thing here still, the project I made last week, so I can just put my phone here. Maybe that works. It might be a better angle. Yeah. Okay, so this is 30, a bit longer than I need it to be. Let's see how this fits. Yeah. I will also mark 20 a couple of times. So for the people in the live stream, I just made some markings on the wood, and now I'm gonna cut it out using the circle saw. Okay, I'll switch to the jigsaw. Well, I still got one viewer, so thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll continue sanding the pieces of wood. Just checking in to see if someone is still there watching. I'm still working on it. I just finished the 4 pieces, so I'm gonna check how it fits on the plane. Okay, a box. All right. So this is extremely basic. I'm just gonna drive some screws in it and attach it, mostly because of time constraints. So how is everyone doing? All right, yeah. All right, yeah. The connection dropped. I don't know what happened, but I'm back. I'm back. So I'm gonna continue with this square box. It seems a little bit small though to hold the lunchbox and the bottle. So I have to see how that goes. I know what to do. I just need to make it longer. So I'll make a longer piece of the same width. Yeah. So I'll get back at it. Hey y'all, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. My name is Jelmer, and it's nice to see you all online. My stream got interrupted, so I've been streaming for quite a while already. Like I try to be here every Thursday, 11 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time. But I was in the middle of a project, and let me walk you through. So I'm making a plane for my son. Tomorrow he has a day at school where he is not allowed to bring his backpack. So I'm gonna make something for him that he will totally like. He's into planes, so I decided like, well, let me try to make a plane that is like really strong that he can sit on and that he can drive around on. And right now I'm at the final part where I'm trying to figure out how to make a compartment for him to store his stuff. And I thought I just had it, but it's too small. So I'm gonna cut some more pieces of plywood to see if I can make that work. So, but let me know in the comments, like, where are y'all tuning in from? The last time I had some interaction, I had people from India, from Greece, from England, from the US. So let me know in the chat, like, where are you from? I'm here in the Caribbean. The island is called Stasia, close to St. Martin and close to Puerto Rico. It's a part of the world that's always nice and sunny and warm. So that's where I'm at. So let me know in the chat, like, where do you tune in from? I would really like to know. I'm interested in finding out where everyone is at right now. All right, so I will continue the project. So the box needs to be just a little bit bigger. So that's my next order of business, to cut out the two strips that are longer, so there is more storage in the storage compartment. All right, let's check it out. Okay, that's more like it. This is more like a size that may work to keep a lunchbox and a water bottle, and also, you know, some clothes and stuff. Okay, cool. I'll put it on the workbench, but before doing that, I need to figure out how to make a cover for this. So the cover is gonna be extremely simple as well. It's just gonna be a piece of plywood that's gonna go on top. There's a chicken here. I guess it's hungry. That's the charm of this part of the world. Like there are so many wild animals. This is just a wild chicken. I don't keep chickens, but the chicken is looking for food. Shall I feed the chicken? Drop it in the chat, then I can give it some cat food. Let me know what you think. It looks kind of hungry, right, the chicken? Looks kind of skinny too, so maybe I should give it some cat food. Alright, I'll make some space on the workbench. I got more viewers now that I talk about feeding the chicken. Maybe I should just do that. I'll take some animal feed. You know, animal feed is like totally universal. I think that dog food and cat food and bird food is all made in the same factory anyway. So let's be nice. You know, that's with the wild animals. Oh, my cat is coming too. The cat thinks he's gonna get food. Okay. Little bit of food for the cat. And chickeny, come chickeny, tock tock tock. It's gone, of course. I just drop it here. If it's hungry enough, it will come back for sure. Alright, so let's make some space on the foldable workbench. Look at that, the chicken scam. You see that, the chicken scam? The chicken, see? Chicken's like cat food. Okay, let's continue the build. Alright, so this might be the roughest build ever. Like, I'm just gonna use some screws to keep it in place. You know, screws is my preferred way of attaching wood because it's easy to take loose if you make a mistake. Let's see, this piece is kind of low. Okay, I like this one. Now the chickens want more food. Can you believe that? I'm not gonna give them more food. Unless, let me know in the comments below, should the chickens get more cat food? Yes or no? Drop a C for the chickens in the chat. If you want cat food for the chickens, drop a C in the chat. Alright, I'm gonna continue drilling this wood because if I don't, you know, the plywood on top will not split, but the other one, it definitely will. And I only have like 2-inch screws, so that's the reason why as well. Huh. I guess it just fell. Okay, let's drive in the screw one time. Alright, I'm gonna see if someone dropped the C for the chickens, because the chickens are still there and they might be hungry. So let's take a look. Is there a C for the chickens? No C for the chickens? Oh boy, that's cold. Like, the chickens are gonna get hungry. They're right there, they're still waiting, and Big Rooster is there as well. I guess that's how it is. Let's continue. So Alright, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make sure that I drill the wood in the right spot. So I'm gonna extend this line here, very simple. Then carry it down. And then on the other side I will make a straight line too. And the same thing I will do on the other side. Right here. So stake it here, carry it down. Small mark here. Repeat from the other side. Carry it down. Mark here and also here on this side. Small mark here, and then I will turn the plane upside down so I can drill it in the right spot. Okay, so I have the points here on the other side and I'm just gonna connect them. So I know for a fact where the line is gonna be, where I will drill and drive in some screws. Alright, okay, prima. So this worked, I have a box right here. So now I can find a spot for the wings. Let's move the camera a little bit. Okay. Now the box is in place, so now I can find a good spot for the wings. And well, This seems to be as good as any. So I'll just use some more of the 2-inch screws. But I need to make sure that I drill into the 2x4 because 2 pieces of plywood is not thick enough. And let me show you what I mean. Like 2 pieces of plywood is too thin for the 2-inch screw. So that's why I need to make sure that I drill into the 2x4 that holds the wheel in place. Alright, I need to get my box with smaller screws. I guess everyone has these boxes with like all bits and pieces. Like I'm looking for a screw of this size. I need about 2 more, and then I can attach the small wings. Okay. Let's double check the length. So another piece of plywood. It's 2 pieces of plywood on top of each other. So this screw doesn't make it, it's too long. So these are all shorter. So that should work. But this one might be too short. Oh boy. This is the only one that is the right length. So these 3 are too short. So drop in the comments in the chat like what you are currently working on. Are you making something for your kid, or something for around the house, or you're fixing something? What is your current project? Yeah, this is really not gonna work. The only thing I can think of to do in this case is to add another piece of plywood underneath. Let me show you. Because if I have 3 pieces, like so, then I can hopefully use my 2-inch screws. Yeah, so that would work. I just need like a short strip. Alright, so I'll add this thin piece of plywood, this small piece of plywood underneath, so I can use a 2-inch screw to drive in here to keep the small wing in place. My phone just fell and I hit my head, so let's position it again. I need to turn it. Okay. Okay. Now, I will clamp the small piece of wood in place to make it easier to drive in the screws. Okay, prima. Alright, so the final order of business is to make the cover for the plane. Is it all straight actually? I just realized that the back wing is not completely straight, so I'll distance and fix that right away. But that's it in the live stream, right? Like normally, like for a video, I would just cut it out, like you know, this part here. But since it's live, can't do that. Yeah. Yeah, this is better, right? Okay, cool. Okay, it's too small. Okay, so this piece of plywood will fit like so. So I'll just trace it underneath and then cut it out. I got some hinges here that I will use to attach the cover of the storage compartment. Okay, so I will attach them first like so, and it comes with small screws provided, so that's ideal. Open, close, nice. Wow, I'm surprised. All right, it's time for the outro, and I have it scripted on my laptop right here, so I just took it out of the house. This project took way longer than anticipated because I like to have things that are finished within like an hour preferably, and well, it's almost 4 hours now, so it was a little bit longer than anticipated. But I have my planning document here. So I literally have like how I'm gonna position the camera and also the line I'm gonna drop. So those are gonna be the final shots. So two shots of the project of today. So I'm gonna change the camera. So this is a prime example of combining work and pleasure. It took an unreasonably long time, but since I'm making a video about it, I think it's more than alright. I made sure to make this extremely strong. It's heavily sanded, so there are no splinters sticking out, and it has a music box inside for style. It does not have a music box. Okay, I need to retake this. I made sure to make this extremely strong. It's heavily sanded, so there are no splinters sticking out. I can't wait to see what my boy thinks of it. No, thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm gonna pretty much end the stream in a couple of minutes. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. It's gonna help the algorithm to push out this content to more people who need a little bit of Jelmer builds things into their life. Yeah, this was for me a tryout as well. Like the first part of the stream was just like a little bit of talking and to try to get some interaction. But it turned out that I just left it on while I finished the project. So let me know in the comments below if this is more to your liking. And thank you again so much for tuning in. It really means the world to me. So Next week, Thursday, 11 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time. I'll be back. And on Sunday, look out for the video. It's gonna be released 7 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And in that video of Sunday, I'm gonna be making a puppet house for my wife. And that video, I'm particularly proud of it because the music, it really matches with the cinematography, and it was to my liking. Let's put it like that. I was really proud of that one. I really liked how it came out, so I can't wait to see what you all think of that. All right, that's it. That's the live stream. And don't be afraid to drop a comment in the chat box because that's what is nice about the live stream as well. All right, that's it. Now, how do I turn this off? Oh, it's an X. Yes, okay.